There. It has been some time since we've got together and read a book. As you know, many of you may know anyway, we were here in this community having Zenful conversations with ourselves. We do have guest speakers, and we just had one last week, and we have many more planned for this year of 2025, but we have not been here reading daily for some time. Um, I don't think it's been 6 months, but it has been a few months. And I'm not going to do daily for a while anyway. I may, but I'm doing other things too. Other meditations, etc., are being offered. So we have to pick and choose, right? But I'll tell you, a lot of ladies in the community have been talking about this book, The Let Them Theory by Mel Robbins. And we have in our community studied a great deal about the subject of letting go. And so I would say that this is right in line with it, although I have not read the whole book yet. Um, I did want to take a look at it with you. And when I was reading the right, introduction, she talks about her story, Mel Robbins, and she talks about how at the age of 41, she found herself $800,000 in debt, unemployed, and watching her husband's restaurant business crumble. She felt like they had failed at life with no hope of ever escaping the debt. And so there's a lot of anxiety and self-doubt, et cetera, et cetera. She goes into a bunch of personal stuff, and then she talks about how she changed her life. And I remember this because I have this book as well, The 5 Second Theory, the 5 second rule, I think it's called, the 5 second rule. And basically, she just says anything you want to do, five, four, three, two, one, boop, get up, do. And so she says here, so I began counting backwards. Five, four, three, two, one. Anytime there was something that I needed to do that I didn't feel motivated to do. Five, four, three, two, one, get up when the alarm rings. Five, four, three, two, one, pick up the phone and start networking to find a job. Five, four, three, two, one, open the bills that had been piling up for months. She started calling this countdown technique the 5 second rule. And it's so simple. The moment you have an instinct to act, you have to physically move within those 5 seconds, or your brain will talk you out of it. And there's so much to that because our brain's going to want to keep us safe, right? So just start counting backwards, five, four, three, two, one, and move. Take action before the hesitation kicks in. Um, so here's why it works. Counting backwards requires focus and snaps you out of autopilot, giving you just enough of a push to get going. It helps you power through fear, doubt, or procrastination. Every time you count five, four, three, two, one, it's like tipping the first domino. Momentum kicks in, and boom, you're no longer thinking about what you need to do. You're already doing it. Now, I'm just going to stop here for a second. Well, it says, and the best part is once you start moving, it's way easier to keep going, which is true. Momentum, whatever direction you're going in, is easier. But the startup time in anything that we try to do is the most challenging time. And so what I've noticed is we get going and then it's just so tough. And we stop and we stay in this start up mode. So it's always we never get into the second and third gear to where you actually are coasting a little bit to where it becomes more habit and you can then grow and see other views of whatever it is, right? When you start an exercise program, the beginning part is the hardest, a new food program, whatever you're beginning. So, anyway, one 5-second move at a time, I forced myself to put one foot in front of the other and slowly stepped back into my life. I won't lie to you, it wasn't easy. The next couple years were among the hardest of our lives, but yada, yada, yada. So, So the thing is, so small, consistent action changes everything. I will definitely tell you from my own experience. Um, I never would have been able to do half of what I've been able to do if it wasn't just for the consistency and the act of just doing. Sometimes the act of just doing gets the job done without anything, right? Without any effort or discipline. It's just the fact of consistency keeps it going. At one that rock, that one stone with that one drip of water will make a hole in that stone. Don't ever forget that because there's not much to that. It's just the consistency. And that has seriously would work for me in many, many ways. And I'm excited to be and feel and experience where that has led me. It's quite fun. So, small, consistent action changes everything. She talks about that. Sometimes it's not glamorous. So, but then she goes in to say that, where is this? Um, where did I read that? She was saying, and I don't quite know where oh, right here. But over the years, I've wondered, why do I need to cut? So the 5-second rule is about getting and doing. Continue, get up, do, get up, do, get up, do. And so she says, so over the years, I've wondered, why do I need to constantly force myself to move forward? And I like this because this is about being present, this experience of presence and sitting in presence and in this power, this power. Why do I need to constantly force myself to move forward? Why am I so afraid of failing? Why am I so nervous about taking a risk? Why do I have a hard time asking for what I need? What exactly is in my way? And she asks you, us, the reader, have you ever truly stopped and considered these questions for yourself? Why do you hesitate? What is it that is causing you to procrastinate or feel so tired or overthink every decision? What's underneath all that doubt? What is under there? This is why I love our writing circles, this community. If you haven't jumped on and came to some of the stuff, I'm imploring you. Most of it is free. We have options if you'd love to support, and we need the support, yes. But it is open. Um, this helps us know ourselves. And it's so important to be our own friend, especially in these times that we're living in now. So, why do you overthink every decision? What's underneath all that doubt? What is stopping you from doing what you need to do or living your life in the way that you want to live it? What is stopping you? What are you afraid of? And so she talks a bit about that. And she talks about there's a better way to live. And she introduces us to the let them theory. And she talks about it as being a proven method that teaches you how to protect your time and energy and focus what matters to you. You've spent too long chasing approval, managing other people's happiness, and letting their opinions hold you back. So learn how to stop giving your power away and start creating a life where you come first, your dreams, your goals, your happiness, not theirs. These conversations bring me back to that book, The Five Top Regrets of the Dying by Bronnie Ware. It's not their happiness we need to be concerned about. It's how we're living our own lives. And this is so real. So the let them theory doesn't change your life for the better. It transforms the lives of everyone around you too. It doesn't just it too. So it talks about stop wasting your life on things that you can't control. If you're struggling to change your life, achieve your goals, or feel happier, I want you to hear this. The problem isn't you. The problem is the power you unknowingly give to other people. And we all do it. And there's a lot to that. There's a lot to that. Goes back to childhood. The let them theory is about freedom. Two simple words, let them. It will free you from the burden of trying to manage other people. When you stop obsessing over what other people think, say, or do, you finally have the energy to focus on your own life. You stop reacting and start living. So this is one more point right back to us. Um, Instead of driving yourself crazy to manage or please other people, you learn to let them. So what does this look like? Imagine you're at work and your colleague is in a bad mood. Instead of letting their negativity affect you or you tried everything in your damn power to make them happy, you say, let them. If they want to be in a miserable mood, let them. That's their life, their choice, yes? Let them be grumpy. It's not your problem. Focus on your work and how you feel. Because let me say this too, that energy will rub off on you and you will absorb it. And our life is about our vibration here. Our experience of life is based on that by our vibration and our energy field. We must pay attention to that. And we've talked extensively about this in these conversations that we had over these 6 years in this community. We talked about ways to raise our vibration. We had a whole year of conversation on living the law of attraction, which talked about vibrations and energy. We talked a whole year about protecting our energy with Dr. Judith Orloff. Remember her book, Thriving as an Empath? These videos are all under the conversations. Well, they're not on YouTube. We just began YouTube last year with the Book of Awakening by Mark Nepo. So I intend to let me read you this little bit. Let me just see what this is going to go on for a little bit here. This few pages. She talks about the prom of her kids, right? And she talked about how she was trying to micromanage everything. And I resonate with that too, of course, right? Um, but she talked about how she just decided to let them. If they wanted to get the sneakers ruined, let them. This is their prom, right? Um, she let them. I can't. I don't see exactly where it says this, but she says that she just decided to. Okay, they were going through a lot of stress for this, that, and the other. And that's when she reached out for Mom. If Oakley and his friends want to go to taco bar for the prom, pre-prom, let them. Because she had reservations for this special place and all of this, us trying to make it perfect and all of this stuff. And the daughter says, if he wanted to go to a taco bar for pre-prom, let them. But it's too small for all of them to fit in. They're going to get soaked. I said, Mom, let them get soaked. But his new sneakers are going to get ruined. Let them get ruined. Kendall, they're brand new. Mom, you're being annoying. Let them show up to prom in wet tuxedos and wet dresses. Let them go eat where they want. It's their prom, not yours. Just drop it. Let them. The effect was immediate. Something inside me softened. I could feel the tension disappearing. My mind stopped racing, and the stress of trying to control what was happening evaporated. Why did I need to get involved? Why did I have to manage this situation? Why not worry about what I was going to do for dinner tonight rather than what they were? Why was I stressing about them at all? And so let them. It's their prom, not yours. Stop controlling it or judging it or manage it and let them. So that's what I did. She gave him 40 bucks and she said, go have an awesome prom. He smiled, gave her a huge hug, and said, thanks, Mom. We will. Then they went out the door in the pouring rain. I watched them run through the storm and splash mud up on their gown and ruined his new sneakers, and I didn't care. In fact, it was kind of cute. Little did I know that one moment would fundamentally change my entire approach to life. So let them. What an amazing idea. Where we're going to go with this, I don't know. Um, but I do feel called to take a look at the book. So I got it, and it already feels pretty good because it resonates. This micromanaging thing, you know? And if we're talking about our experience of life, our relationship with ourselves, which is what we are talking about here, what we have been talking about here for the past 6, 7 years, then this is something I want to dive into. Now, I may create a group to where we journal on some of this, um, or we may just come here and read periodically. I'm not certain on that. I just got the book. So we'll keep you updated. But The Let Them Theory by Mell Robbins. Quite a few of the ladies in this community are reading it. Please let me know if you are and if you would be interested in doing a virtual group to meet, I don't know, a couple times a month and discuss the book or journal about it. Um, Please visit ZenJen Brown and drop me a line. In gratitude. Namaste.